Hey, welcome to In the Den with Dr. Jenn, an open-minded and hot place to explore sexuality in a comprehensive manner and start thinking about female sexuality outside the box. So we got another episode of What's Hot in Sex News. You may be wondering, what is hot in sex news? Well, I read some recent research on CNN.com about college women exchanging sexual favors for material possessions, vacations, and the like. Now, this is by no means a new concept, but one that doesn't necessarily get discussed openly. So a recent study at the University of Michigan found that 14% of the women and 27% of the men who weren't in committed relationships had offered someone favors or gifts, such as tickets to a football game, helping prepare for a test, washing laundry, in exchange for sex. Now, this is interesting. On the other side of the coin, just 9% of the women and 5% of the men surveyed said they'd attempted to trade sex for such free stuff. So it seems that more folks are saying, I'll give you this item or service if you give me sex, instead of the other person saying, I'll have sex with you if you give me that item or service. I find that fascinating. Now, this isn't subsistence bartering. It's not exchanging sex for food or shelter, even for drugs. But it's the recognition of the value of sex as a socioeconomic currency system that one can use to trade for things that they want. Now, some folks argue that this is in our genetic programming to seek out others who are partners that can provide resources for us. Now, I recall about 10 years ago or so discussing a similar topic with a single friend who frequented New York City for dating and her social life. She told me about her evenings with men who treated her to lavish dinners and how even if she felt no connection to them and wasn't interested in them, she felt an obligation to put out in some way. And since she kind of comes off as a prissy woman, I decided to push her buttons a bit and tell her that she's basically prostituting herself. What did she think of that? She was pissed off and told me that I didn't understand who these men were and how much they were spending. So I guess she's not a cheap whore? My whole point was to make her think outside the box. I just want to dig deeper and explore the emotional and mental underpinnings and the social implications. For example, is prostitution innately wrong, or should we be able to do whatever we want with our bodies? What is it about blatantly exchanging something material or favors for sex that pushes our buttons so much? Is this just a phase that these college kids are going through, or will it be a lasting barter system in their life? Have you ever done this or ever even thought about it? You know what? Why not tell us that? And join us on DrJennsDen.com and comment for everybody to see. Sexual fun fact number 662. According to John Gottman, PhD, who is a famed relationship researcher, what are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, so to speak, of doomed marriages? Any ideas? Well, more specifically, do you have any ideas what certain kinds of negativity indicate a problematic future in a relationship? The 4 of them: criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. I know, you may be defending yourself right now, saying, but you don't understand what a pain in the ass my childish husband is. Yeah, well, that was just 3 out of 4 there. The point here is not whether you argue or not, but it's how you argue and the underlying respect you have for each other. The Den recommend. Talking about what's hot in sex news, let me tell you about a new hot sex book by Crain Bakos. The Sex Bible for Women, the complete guide to understanding your body, being a great lover, and getting the pleasure you want. Now, if you recall, way back in session number 49, I actually recommended one of her other books, Make Over Your Sex Life Tonight. This is her newest book that just came out this summer, and it is a really impressive collection of sexual advice, education, and research from a perspective I would definitely call sexually empowering for women. It's a modern-day owner's manual for a woman's sexual body and reclaiming erotic pleasure. It delves into the latest scientific and behavioral sex research, how to achieve orgasms more reliably, advanced positions, how women's desire and arousal is different than men's, and the newest sexual toys. And it's a really nice book to hold and look at, great pictures, and to have it out on your coffee table. And you know what else is hot? Voting. Yes, I said voting. It's sexy, it's hot, and it's really important in the upcoming November elections. If you're not registered to vote, then get out there and register. And once you are registered, tell everyone what you're doing with your ballot box. Yeah. So what's hot in your sex news? Or you know what, even better, what's new in your hot sex? Visit me at DrJennsDen.com or email me at Jennifer@DrJennsDen.com. So watch out for that criticizing, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. And be kind to yourself. Somebody could do my laundry and all I have to do is sleep with them? That's great!